The steps to solve percent problems are: first, read the problem for understanding. Sometimes you may need to read it 2 or 3 times to make sure you understand what's being asked. Step 2, determine which values represent the amount, the base, and percent. Step 3, assign the variable to the unknown quantity. Step 4, set up an equation or proportion, whichever you prefer. And then finally, solve and check your solution. In part A, Susan now earns $9.50 per hour. This is 125% of what she earned last year. What did she earn per hour last year? Let's use a proportion. In my opinion, it's always easier to start with the right fraction, the percent. We have percent over 100. And on the left, we will always have the amount over the base. And keep in mind, the amount is typically attached to the word is. So $9.50 is 125%. So it's attached to the word is. And we have the word of, which is attached to the base typically. Of what? We don't know what that is, so the base, we will make it an x. Now we have a proportion we can cross multiply. 9.5 times 100 equals 125 times x. First we'll get 950 equals 125x. And now to isolate the x, we will divide both sides by 125. 950 divided by 125 is 7.6. Keep in mind we're talking about an hourly pay rate, so we need to add on a 0 to make that look like money. $7.60. In part B, a married couple together earned $4,180 per month. Their mortgage payment is $1,254 per month. What percent of their household income goes toward paying for the mortgage? Again, let's use a proportion. What percent? We're looking for the percentage, so we'll make that x over 100. And the left is always the amount over the base. Remember, the base is the total quantity, in this case 4,180, and the amount is the portion of the base that we're focusing on, in this case 1,254. We'll start by cross multiplying to solve the proportion. And then 1,254 times 100, we can just add 2 zeros on to the end of that number. Now we need to divide to isolate the x. And here we get x is 30. Keep in mind we're talking about a percentage, so this is 30%. It means their mortgage is 30% of their monthly income. In part C, we have an alloy is 12% copper. How much copper is contained in 240 pounds of this alloy? We'll set up a proportion. We have 12%, so 12 over 100. And on the left, we have amount over base. The amount is the portion of the whole. The base is the whole quantity. The whole in this case being 240. The amount we do not know. Cross multiply. 100x equals 12 times 240. 12 times 240 is 2,880. Then we will divide that by 100 to isolate x. And here we get that x is 28 and 8/10. And since this is an application, we want to include the units. We're talking about pounds in this example. The following graph shows the mileage by state of the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail covers a total of 2,174 miles. How many miles are in the state of Tennessee? We can set up a proportion. Let's find Tennessee. Tennessee is 14%. So we can write 14 over 100. The total, the base, we put in the denominator. We're told the total is 2,174. And we're looking for the amount that is in Tennessee. Cross multiply. 100x equals 2,174 times 14. $100x equals 30,436, which we will then divide by 100. Giving us x equals 304 and 36 hundredths. And the units on this, we are looking at miles.